Hey guys, what is going on? This is Larknok1 slash AKW Addict, and today I'm bringing you guys a Pentagon Prime match where I go about 37 kills and 2 deaths on a TDM. And here to talk about, our commentary topic today is my good friend Simo. Simo, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, everybody. This is Simo here. Probably the fifth time, but the longest gap between every single other commentary I've been a part of with Lark. And if you don't know, I am the editor for Kills, and that montage should be coming out soon, by the way. And so, yeah, our commentary topic really is just about controllers versus, the PC, Xbox 360, PS3, and the Wii U, and the Wii controllers, pretty much.
So we
And
really wanted to talk about the controller types for all these consoles today because with the advent of the Wii U, we have one more controller type, and then I guess with the Wii U Pro controller, you could say it's very similar to the Xbox 360 controller, and I'm wondering whether or not it's going to be better or worse or about the same, because we'll get to it later, but as you guys probably know, Nintendo owns a patent on a lot of the controller mechanisms that you see, and that's actually why the Xbox 360 controller has the weird gray D-pad instead of just a plus sign. That would be why, whereas Nintendo will have just a plus sign. So,
oh
you
wow.
wanna start out with the first topic we're gonna talk about?
Yeah, sure. And that would have to simply be variety for the Wii U and none for others, pretty much. And
So,
so,
you wanna start on that one?
yeah, sure, why not? When it comes to variety, when it comes to controllers and stuff like that, there's no disputing the fact that Nintendo has the clear winner in every single category when it comes to variety and stuff like that. Um, Simply because the fact that if you let's just take a look at Call of Duty for example. Every single platform is available. I mean, Call of Duty is available in every single platform, which is PC, Xbox 360, and PS3, and Wii. And if you look at Wii has three different control styles: the Classic Controller Pro, Wiimote Nunchuck, and Wii Zapper. While the PS3, PC, and Xbox 360, they only have one, which is the mouse and keyboard, Xbox 360 controller, and PS3 controllers. Now, obviously, for the PS3 and PS3 and Xbox and stuff like that, they have MLG controllers, but that's not really the same thing
Well,
because they're still
PS3 has the PS Move, so
yeah. But you've never seen that in Call of Duty, have you?
I honestly haven't. Like, I'd like to see a PS Move Call of Duty gameplay, but I haven't seen one, I'll be honest.
Yeah, because the developers Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer technically now, and and Treyarch haven't really decided to put that in there. Now, obviously for what was that game called? Killzone? Yeah, Killzone 3. That's been implemented in there, but that's still only two controllers,
I
and
heard a
which is
lot of people had fun with Killzone. Killzone 3, right? That supported the PS Move, and I heard a lot of people just kind of like played it with it, but it was sort of like a, almost gimmicky because you need to sort of be introduced to the Wiimote as a, or like, sorry, motion controls as the primary option to really get used to it. It requires a bit of I guess like adjusting to, and I think that's why the Wii is pretty much the only one known for motion controls. But
yeah. Now, obviously, the Wii wasn't the original. I'm just throwing this out here. The Wii wasn't obviously the original originator of motion controls, but they're the one that pretty much perfected and made everyone know. Because I don't know if you know this, Clark, but before the Wii came out, there was actually motion controls on for like TV games. Like how like
yep,
you plug in those little TV things,
the
and
iMovie,
then
or
you're
so
able
not the
to
iMovie. What am I saying? The iToy for the PS2.
Not even just that. Not even just that. Let's take this for example. You go to Walmart. You let's just say for all intents and purposes, it's a Sonic game. A Sonic game that uses motion controls. Let's just say Sonic Sports, and it's like a tennis game, and you pretty much do the same thing you do for Wii Sports, except it's pretty much plug into your TV and then play like that.
Um,
I've actually seen those controllers back in like 2006, 2003, somewhere in like the early 2000s, back when I was in England, and I've seen it before. And
Anyways,
trust
it's
me,
it's
yeah.
undisputable
So
that the Nintendo tends to offer the most to its players in control options. Yes, the keyboard and mouse can be pretty much configured any way you want, but then again, so could the Wiimote in most games that most of the first-person shooters that have come out, as in Conduit
yeah,
1, Conduit 2, and the Call of Duty games you
Call of
can
Duty,
adjust.
yeah, yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
next
And
thing.
that actually leads us into our next one, right?
Yeah, it
Which is
does. We're going to be
yeah,
talking about
button.
button combinations for the Wii U and presets, as in where will you be able to change what the button represents, and to what extent will you be able to do that? What do you think, Simo?
I can see this definitely being in place for obviously PC, like you mentioned, like always, but also, but just keeping track with the Wiimote so that track doesn't like make the Wiimote fans mad. They're gonna obviously keep the full customization that they have in there, which is like ADS sensitivity, hip fire sensitivity, scope sensitivity, different button mapping, stuff like that. They're gonna keep that in there, but I don't really see them putting button combinations for the dual analog controllers, which would have to be the Wii U tablet, the Wii U Pro controller, and then obviously I don't know if you know this, but they're actually putting back in there Class Controller Pro, which is actually what I'm going to be using, by the way. And so I don't really see them putting in controllable button mapping and stuff like that. All I see for them is putting preset sensitivity and look invert and miscellaneous options pretty much. They don't. They're not going to go into full customization like the Wiimote and PC controls pretty much.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I think Nintendo, being Nintendo, will include it. There's no really reason not to, and if you support that, developers will hop on, and I'm sure they'll obviously have basically the general preset that you expect, the same old, tried and true FPS dual analog presets. But I feel like Nintendo will always offer the ability to button map everything.
Well, what do you think about as far as like Call of Duty is concerned then? Because Call of Duty is historically, when it comes to their dual analog, which has ever since been Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, they haven't done that.
Well, like here's the thing. I
So I
haven't
don't.
really heard of any Xbox 360 game that gives the player the option to button map. And I just feel like because you see that trend, it could be because Microsoft just doesn't they just never designed the controller to be able to button map.
Well,
Whereas
you sure that's really even like the case? Because
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that the developers. I'm pretty sure the developers can actually like adjust it and stuff like that.
Well, developers don't have free reign, especially when it comes to the hardware they deal with. So when it comes to adjusting the button maps, it's a little bit of a stretch. I'm gonna say for the Wii U, they're definitely gonna be given the option, and they probably will take it. That's my opinion, though. It's not necessarily
Yeah, yeah,
gonna be right.
and that's a pretty valid opinion because Nintendo's pretty much known for their ever since the Wii and even well pretty much ever since the beginning of Nintendo, like N64, NES, SNES, they've pretty much been known for their creativity, variety, and stuff like that. So I really do see them doing that. I agree with you there. But at the same time, as far as like Call of Duty is concerned and other hardcore FPS like Battlefield and whatever else like Crisis, I really don't see them doing that for the Nintendo games.
Simo, I'm sorry.
Only
I
be
got my eye on the clock. We gotta move forward to the next topic. We're running out of
yeah yeah
time.
yeah
Okay, with the Wii U controller's advantages and its disadvantages, we're focusing in on the Wii U here. So, what will it change to gaming? So, I guess the first and obvious thing you look at is it's going to be introducing, um, I guess, non-linear gaming. It's going to be two screens that aren't necessarily parallel to each other at all times, and it's going to result in a kind of a weird, interesting gameplay style. It's going to be like the Wii all over again, in my opinion. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that sincerely in a good way. It's going to reinvent the way games can be played. That's my thoughts on that.
yeah. Um, As far as the other advantages, though, like I honestly I can't disagree with you there as well. Just because of the fact that that's just completely true. But as far as other advantages are concerned that I can see for the Wii U tablet at least, is that it has a built-in mic, first of all. I mean, I already know they're coming out other microphones and stuff like that,
I
but the
did not
Wii
know
U
that.
tablet, yeah, the Wii U tablet has a built-in mic. And so you
We'll
can
have to
pretty
see what the
much just,
quality is after it comes out.
yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure the quality is at least decent though. I don't see Nintendo
Hopefully
really,
you can plug in like a jack and then like have your own microphone in there. That'd be interesting if the Wii U controller came with the ability to plug in any microphone.
yeah,
Anyways,
but oh wait, hold up. But before you end it, there's also another thing I want to point out too. The Wii U tablet also has a built-in headphone jack, so now you can actually play with your headphones with the tablet. So it's almost like you have a. It's almost like anyone can go out and get like a Turtle Beach like headset set up and just play with the tablet, and then be able to sound here. Well, I say sound here, not sound horror, but I say sound here. I mean, it's all the same thing. And pretty much be able to hear your footsteps and stuff like that in any game. Period.
I don't know about that,
So,
Simo, because most of the sound whoring or sound hearing, whichever one you choose to call it, is done with HD audio through an optic cable, which connects from, I guess, whatever recording device you're using or the back of your console to the amp for the headset. So I don't think the 3 millimeter jack will provide the same quality, but yes, it will allow for some people to sound horn. But
yeah,
maybe not
because
as good as the Turtle Beaches.
yeah, it won't be as good because I honestly do this kind of stuff on my regular TV. Like I have a stereo extension cable, and I pretty much just plug it into the back of my TV, plug my headset in, and then move the sound here just like that.
Okay,
Instead of
Simo, we gotta wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up. So, final word. Best controller type in your opinion of everything.
um, when it comes to best controller type, I would have to say the PC is still the best, just because it's PC controls.
Yeah.
But
Huh.
as far as everything, every type of everything else like variety, um, just stuff like that, miscellaneous stuff, I guess you could say. The Nintendo controls just went out, flat out. Just they pretty much
So,
win.
yeah, I'm gonna answer from more of a personal side. So I'm gonna say, I really, really do enjoy both PC controls just because they're solid and they're stable and they're great for games like if you want to play strategy game or something like that. Not so much, in my opinion, for like FPSs, but that's just an entirely different conversation. Um, but yeah, I guess for games like FPSs, I enjoy the Wiimote. I don't play most games with dual analog. So I'm gonna have to say the Wii U brings a very interesting controller type, and I'm gonna have to wait to see the quality on that and if it's going to be as interesting as it looks, if you're going to be able to do the same sort of things at the same, I guess, hardcore level as you could with the Wiimote. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for coming over and talking, Simo. Um, I'm sure you guys have been watching a black screen for over a minute now, so I'm just gonna wrap this up and say, again, my T-shirt is for sale. If you want to check it out or pick one up, you can get the link in the description. And as always, guys,
Yes.
like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment if you want to talk about anything or if you have a point to add or anything really. And subscribe for
Yeah.
more, guys. As always, this has been Larknok1 /AGadViotic and